Good morning, D1. Happy Tuesday. Let's go ahead and let's talk about what your jobs are for today. So first things first, I want to draw your attention to up here. You can see that we do not have school on Wednesday. That means tomorrow. And then also Friday, we do not have school. So just keep that in mind when you guys are getting your assignments done. If you're kind of stressed and you can't complete all your work today, know that you also have tomorrow because we don't technically have school. Or if you finish everything today, guess what? You have a day off. And so you guys definitely deserve it. So go ahead, click the assignments tab. We are on the week of the 9th through the 13th, and it is Tuesday. If I scroll down, you will see you have your two wonderful teachers, Miss Walsh and Mr. Gibbons. Mr. Gibbons is here. It is Tuesday, so we get to hang out with him. You can see we have our morning work. So we're, again, talking about prepositional phrases. Prepositional phrases are an extension of a preposition, so keep that in mind. Yesterday you had a video talking about not only prepositions as a reminder, but also prepositional phrases. Here you have another video that talks about prepositional phrases, which will be a really great support for you when you move on to slide number 2. Slide number 2, you are going to use a prepositional phrase to complete the sentence. That means you can be as creative as you want, and you can create a situation or complete these sentences, create a situation based on whatever you want, just making sure that you have a prepositional phrase. So for example, it gives, I jumped. I jumped, you can say, I jumped over the river. I jumped across the stream, right? There's so many different things that you can come up with. The example here is I jumped over the puddle, right? And so you're going to go ahead, you are going to complete these sentences with a prepositional phrase. And again, you can be as creative as you want. It just needs to have a prepositional phrase in the sentence. Then you have your journal prompt. It is Top 10 Tuesday. For today's journal prompt, it wants you to write a top 10 list of your favorite costumes. Now, I had some friends say they didn't necessarily have 10 options. That's okay. You can be really flexible about this. You can even put top 10 of costumes that you wish you could have. So just be really flexible about it, and just again make sure for your number one choice you give me 5 to 6 sentences about why that is your favorite. Then you have your Zoom with your wonderful teachers. We're going to continue to review text features. I know I had mentioned it before, but text features is something we're going to continue to practice. I know yesterday's assignment was difficult, and I did tell you guys it was going to be difficult, and that's okay. It's just a way for us to see where you guys are at and see which text features you really need support with, and which ones you guys already are like, we got that, right? And so just keep that in mind, especially because you are going to continue that job today with some new text features. So just keep that in mind while we're going through. But we are going to talk about text features in our Zoom today. Then you will have your PE Zoom at 10 o'clock. You're going to go ahead. You're going to click the student over here who's getting a good old stretch in. And you are going to go ahead and click the link provided. And it is the orange button. The orange button. And it's at 10 o'clock, so make sure you click that. Then finally, you have a break. You deserve it. Give yourself that break. You need it. And after your break, you're going to come back and you are going to do your prefix and suffix practice. This is a daily job, especially with no writing this week. There's really no excuse not to get this in. So make sure that you are practicing this. It's to help you guys become stronger readers. Then you have your text feature sort. So you're going to go ahead. You are going to click the orange book. And again, it's going to be, it looks exactly the same as yesterday's job. The only difference is it's going to be about visuals, and I think, let me double check, but it's going to be about different text features, basically, yeah. So it's going to be about visuals, so pictures and stuff, and so you can see it's going to want you to tell them what a diagram is, what a graph is, a table, timeline, labels, and map. Then again, here's where we identify it. And so you are going to type the name of the text feature, use slide number 2 to help you, because all the names are right here. And so you're going to go ahead, you're going to type the names, and based off of what the text feature is, each of them have a unique purpose, and you're going to click and drag. And again, you are just trying your personal best with this assignment. I'm not expecting 100%. I just want to see where you guys are at. So please do not stress and think that I'll be upset if you do not get 100%. I will not. This is just a really informal assessment, okay? So just keep that in mind, okay? And then we have our text features, headers. You're going to be also looking at different types of headers, deciding which one is a title, which one's a subheading, and which one is a heading. As well as then, again, title, subheading, heading. And then you're going to tell me which purpose matches it. Then, again, you're going to have these questions that you are going to answer. And then you're going to see pictures, and you're going to tell me which one is a photograph, which one's an illustration, which one's a caption. And again, same thing for this guy. Then you are also going to have digital features. And again, I know we didn't review digital features, but I just want to see what you guys already know. If you guys already know digital features, then great, because then that tells me that we could spend time on other different types of text features. But if you don't, then that means I know we need to review it. So just keep that in mind, okay? And then you, again, go through, you're going to solve these, and that is going to be it for your text features job. Then we have a lunch. After lunch, you're going to come back and you're going to work on your distributive property assignment. So yesterday, I only had a couple friends who joined for my Zoom when I went ahead and I posted about it to provide additional help. And from that Zoom, I quickly learned that a lot of friends were stuck on the clipboard. And if you're stuck on the clipboard, then you know what? We're not doing the clipboard. The clipboard is really not a 3rd grade standard. It's more of a 4th grade standard, because 3rd grade standards we're looking at single digit multiplication, and this is double digit with a single digit. So we're not going to worry about the clipboard. So keep that in mind. And again, this will be a good note for who's watching the morning message or not. Do not do the clipboard. Please do not worry about it. This first slide is an example. So all you are going to be worrying about is this guy right here. This portion. So just this guy right here. Do not worry about the clipboard. The clipboard, we're done with it. So just keep that in mind for your distributive property. And then you have 30 minutes of I Ready, and after I Ready, it's cleanup time. Make sure your area is organized. I cannot stress that enough. You would be surprised by how many times I have friends saying they can't find something, or they lost something because they weren't keeping their area organized. So make sure that you keep your area organized, so that way not only are you keeping a clear mind, a clutter-free mind, but a clutter-free space as well. And yeah, that is going to be it for our Tuesday. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you guys at Zoom. Bye, D1.